Someone did something that hurt you. You brought it up. And somehow, by the end of the conversation, you were the one apologizing. That wasn't a misunderstanding. That was a technique. And once you learn how it works, you'll never fall for it again. What you're about to hear is backed by actual neuroscience, peer-reviewed studies, not just internet psychology. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand something most people spend years trying to figure out. There's a name for what happened to you. It's called gaslighting. But that word gets thrown around so much now that people think they already understand it. They don't. Because gaslighting isn't just someone denying what they did. It's a structured, step-by-step psychological operation, and the people who use it do it deliberately. Here's exactly how it works. The term comes from a 1944 film where a husband secretly dims the gas-powered lights in the house, then tells his wife she's imagining it. He makes her question her own perception of reality. That's the core of it. Gaslighting is the deliberate manipulation of someone's sense of reality until they trust the manipulator's version of events more than their own memory, instincts, and emotions. And here's what makes it so dangerous. It doesn't feel like an attack. It feels like a conversation. Researchers who study coercive control, including clinical psychologist Dr. Robin Stern, have identified a consistent pattern. 4 moves, always in this order. Step 1. Deny the incident. The first move is a flat denial, not a reframe, not an explanation, a flat-out denial of something that did happen. In a school setting, I never made fun of you in front of everyone. You're being dramatic. At work, I never said your idea was stupid in that meeting. I don't know where you got that from. Your brain instinctively tries to reconcile 2 conflicting realities. And that moment of confusion, that's the opening. Step 2. Attack your credibility. Once you push back, and you will push back, they don't defend themselves. They attack you. Not what you said. You. Your memory. Your emotions. Your mental state. You've always been anxious like this. Everyone in the class agrees. You just overreacted. You're not thinking straight right now. Here's what's happening in your brain at this exact moment. Your amygdala, the part of your brain that processes threat, gets activated. You're no longer thinking clearly. You're in a mild panic state. And that's exactly where they want you. Step 3. Offer a false resolution. This is the move that fools almost everyone. After attacking your credibility, they suddenly become warm, caring, understanding. Look, I'm not trying to fight with you. I just worry about you sometimes. I care about you. That's why I'm being honest. This creates something psychologists call a trauma bond. Pain, followed by relief from the same source. Your brain starts associating this person with safety, even though they're the one who caused the distress. Step 4. Make you the aggressor. And finally, the closing move. By the end of the conversation, you're the one who caused the problem. I can't believe you'd accuse me of something like that. You really hurt me by saying that. Do you know how that makes me feel? You came in with a legitimate concern. You left apologizing for having it. That sequence, deny, attack, resolve, reverse, is not random. It is a technique. A 2019 study from the University of Liverpool found that people who experience repeated gaslighting show measurable changes in activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and self-trust. In plain language, chronic gaslighting literally rewires your ability to trust yourself, and it works especially well on 2 groups of people. Young people, because their prefrontal cortex is still developing until age 25. Their sense of reality is genuinely more malleable. And people in high-stakes environments, school, work, where they need social approval to function. The fear of being seen as difficult or oversensitive makes them more likely to accept someone else's version of events. That's not weakness. That's neuroscience. So what do? 3 things. And they're simple, but they require you to start before the conversation happens. 1. Write things down. After any conversation that leaves you feeling confused or at fault, write down what happened. Your version, time-stamped. Because gaslighters thrive on the gap between your memory and theirs. A written record closes that gap. 2. Name the tactic out loud. Research from UCLA shows that simply labeling an emotional threat, "This feels like gaslighting," activates your prefrontal cortex and reduces the amygdala's panic response. Naming it gives your rational brain control back. 3. Find one external anchor. One person, a friend, a teacher, a colleague, who can serve as a reality check. Gaslighters isolate their targets because isolation removes the anchor. Keep yours. The reason this technique works on intelligent, thoughtful people is because intelligent, thoughtful people actually consider other perspectives. They ask, "Could I be wrong?" That's a strength. But in the wrong hands, it's the exact opening that gets exploited. Knowing the sequence doesn't make you paranoid. It makes you the one person in the room who can't be moved. If you want to go deeper, the next video breaks down what happens inside your brain when someone uses the silent treatment as a power move. The neuroscience is genuinely alarming. It's right there when you're ready.